Yeah.
Yep.
And we are here. Damn, bro. And I'm like, what am I, 26? I'm supposed to be knowing these type of things. Just like you're supposed to know what.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Do I?
I don't think you gotta be that smart.
A nerd.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You definitely were not that.
Nerds. I'm like,
He said I wasn't that?
You were not that, bro.
So
I
what
fuck
was
with
I?
you, but you're not a nerd.
What was I?
I don't know. Like in high school, or you talking about like right now?
Yeah, in high school, I guess. That's what we were talking
You
about.
were the friendly guy. You were the guy that probably copied off people's shit.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, you're
exactly.
You're right. And all my friends looked out for me, and I appreciate them for that. Shout out to you guys. Even though I barely graduated, it's for your guys' fault.
Damn, you copied off the wrong people if you barely graduated. Goddamn.
Oh, shit. Well, we are back, guys. What's up, man? Fucking wait. What?
Check.
What?
Wavcheck. Let's go, man. We in the building. This is what's been about a month, right?
At least
About
about
a
a
blunt.
blunt.
About a blunt.
Been about a blunt. I mean weed. I mean
God
high.
damn, Keith.
It's been a month.
I'm all over the place, sir. I'm on.
You good, bro? You good? It has been a minute.
It feels like it's only. Does it feel like a month? You guys think?
Oh,
Hell
I
yeah.
think it definitely was a month.
I was gonna
I
say
did-
yeah.
I did, like,
It was for her.
I was gone most of July and the beginning of August.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Were you already out there for 4th of July? No, we were talking about 4th
Yeah.
of July. So there's a few episodes that we're gonna probably mention that we never dropped, guys. These are all scraped, but only because we are now on video. For real. Yeah, man. I just feel like we needed to have a little visual, you know. And actually, I feel like the podcast got a little more sexier now that they're able to see us. You know.
Alrighty then.
Come on, bro. Flex.
I mean, if it focuses on this side, maybe, but I don't know about that side. That's why we got the plant there. I'm playing.
The plant.
Somebody put the furnace in
play.
front of me, bro. Or
I'm
is it
playing. You a model,
ficus?
bro.
Furnace? What do they call it?
Furnace is like the thing that keeps you. Yeah.
All right.
Sheesh.
All right, we're off to a rough start already. Let's get it. Fern. There you go.
Fern.
Fern. Shout out Fern.
Between the Ferns.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Have you actually? Yeah, I've seen.
I love Between the Ferns.
Did he redo? He's been making those again, right? Recently.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who does it?
Zach Galifianakis.
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 Gotcha.
Shout
I
out to
watched
him.
the Obama episode. That was my
Yeah.
favorite one.
Jesus
Probably
Christ.
pretty funny. Anyways, let's get back into our podcast, man. We're back, better than ever. We were dropping twice a week, but we'll be dropping once a week. But we'll have video content, things like that. We'll be more active on the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole purpose of it all. It's just like, what are we doing Instagram for if we don't have no video to
Yeah.
drop?
Sorry,
Didn't make no
everybody.
sense.
We fucked up.
It was, but it's just a start, you know. We're trying to test the waters and see what's up. We were acting like this is our careers and that we can do twice a week and we
It
can
was fun though.
maintain. It was. Don't get me wrong. I
It was
really
like a
enjoyed it.
Cool club.
Absolutely. But no, I think this would be a little bit better. That way we have a little bit more to talk about. We can miss each other a little bit more, you know, see each other once a week and stuff. Yeah, we're here and we want to welcome back Marisa.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Clap in the background.
Yes. Oh, actually, yes. We have a live audience today. It's the first episode. I think people missed us.
Like I gotta get the signs.
Yeah,
Clap.
right?
Applaud. Laugh.
We should have the light on the top
yeah.
where it says. I don't know if you want to tell us a little bit about how your trip
How the
was.
fuck
What
did you
happened?
make it?
What'd you
How'd you
do?
make it back?
I
Where
know,
were
that's a
you if
good
they don't
question.
follow you?
Yeah, so I was out doing my annual training for the military, if you want to call it that. I was out in like Death Valley, the Mojave area for 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks actually. So usually when you first get there, you get to this place called the Roomba, and the Roomba is like they have bathrooms, they have like stores, and you're supposed to be there for 2 days. Our unit was like, no, you're going straight in the box.
Wow.
Straight in
Oh,
the
shit.
desert. And I think Carlos and you saw when I was driving down there, my truck didn't have AC.
Oh damn.
So I was like sweating, like trying not to pass out, like driving. I have become a sunflower seed connoisseur of some sorts.
Yep.
I never knew how much those actually help you stay awake.
Facts.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I was just like sitting in the sun.
What desert were you at again?
The Mojave. It was
Isn't
like
that one of the hottest in the country? Right.
yeah,
One of the
it was like
hottest
119 one day,
Mm.
and we were just like, if you guys can see my incredible hand tan.
Oh,
My hands
wow.
look like hot dogs that you left in the microwave for too long. But,
One day too much.
Yeah, but basically our mission, we were just like supporting another unit, like driving infantry guys around the desert, which was pretty fun, like off-roading and these like military vehicles, seeing crazy shit. Like I saw tarantulas like every other day, like
Oh, shit.
big motherfuckers. Got to see a bunch of weapons shoot off. I think you guys maybe saw some of we were like blowing up claymores, like bombs out
I
there.
did not see that. Oh,
like
shit.
all night and all day you just hear them. Like I felt like I was at war. I was like sleeping and you could just hear bombs going off.
Damn.
And there was like
Do you ever get used to it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I slept through most of it. Like gunfire is like no big deal, but And then we got like hit by 3 monsoons out there. Like
Oh,
all of
shit.
our, like, it was.
Yeah, the weather was pretty shitty. Like, I mean, I'll be here for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm
it was
sure I can't
smoking
even
so
imagine
far.
It
over
was,
there.
yeah, it was so hot. And, like during 12 to 5, we wouldn't work because it was just so hot. Like, it was just like, it was not humane to let people work during those hours. So we would try and sleep. And obviously it's terrible to sleep in the heat. You're like, fuck. I remember I fell asleep in one of the trucks like around like 11, and I woke up because I stopped breathing, and I was like sweating, and I woke up and I was like, ugh.
Whoa, Jesus.
And then I went back to
Jesus
sleep.
Christ.
And then I went back to sleep.
Whoa.
Did you ever get to a point where, because it must have been you tripping, obviously your body gets used to it, but did you ever get to a point where you're like, it's kind of chilly?
When I got back home.
Oh, okay. I meant
Literally,
over there,
on the
but
drive
coming
here,
over
it was like still 100. No, but I think like maybe the last week I was like I wasn't sweating as much. When I first got there, I was like sweating through every piece of clothing. It was
Jesus.
disgusting. I had like heat rashes all over my body. We were all.
Damn.
Damn.
And side question, you showered how many times?
Don't do
Well, if
Don't
I'm being
put it on the
honest,
spot.
2 showers. Gotcha.
2
I'm sure because
showers.
it's just tough.
Yeah.
But it's sweating like that, being sweat all the time.
Yeah.
and
That
not being
must
able to
have been
shower.
tough.
Oh, tough, bro.
I showered twice, and it was baby wipes like morning and night.
Oh, shit.
And because the wind was really strong, you would sleep and then wake up and just be covered in a layer of dirt. So like when you baby wiped your face.
tough.
Jeez.
But it's things like that like when I have kids, they will not be able to get away with anything because I'm going to be like, I was literally shitting in bed.
You're gonna be one of those parents.
Yeah.
Like,
I was waking up at 5 in the morning.
you got it good.
Yeah, right?
I feel you. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're glad you're back.
Yeah,
So
glad
what's
to be back.
so what's going on moving forward with the military? You guys got something moving forward, or what are you doing?
I'm getting out.
Okay.
The
you're
rest
out.
of the unit, we'll probably dive into it once it starts to happen.
Uh-huh.
But I guess people should be on watching the news. Watch the
Gotcha.
news very closely, especially in Reno.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Dun,
you
dun,
missed
dun.
you missed most of the conversation.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there's some scary stuff happening, man.
Oh,
You're about to have
God.
anxiety. If my anxiety, guys, you need to start taking your medication today.
Jeez,
Today.
that does not
In case you
sound,
haven't been.
Yeah, but
breaking news.
Yeah, but I'm out in February. I was gonna stay in. They try to convince me. The way that America's turning right now, the military, I got what I needed out of it. Right,
Yeah, I
I got
hear
my
you.
little home loan. That's
Hey, let's go.
What's up?
Boss up. Hell
and that's
yeah.
about it. That's about
That's
it.
about all I got.
Good
And
experience.
I guess something to
Tell your kids about.
yeah, that. And I've heard that a lot of people, I've heard from other people that they're very intimidated by me because I'm in the military.
Oh,
I've
gotcha.
heard like, oh, so-and-so doesn't like you, but she would never run up on you because she knows you're in the military.
Yeah, and
Like if they
your
teach me karate rules.
weapons of mass destruction.
These
Oh,
ones
yeah.
right
Look
here.
at those.
Are they
Hey.
registered? Are they registered
No, I
weapons?
scratched the serial numbers off.
Ah,
Damn.
My bad.
That's hella funny. Well, that's good. So I don't know if it's good or bad that you're not re-enlisting. I guess for us, I mean, if
Yeah,
I'm
it's good
being
for us.
if I'm being greedy, yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, appreciate you for not re-enlisting. We could tell people now because I don't know if so if you're done in February, you're not doing that mission, right? That you were gonna
No.
do. Okay, yeah, we were about to lose Marisa for a year and a half.
Yeah.
It was about to be
Yeah,
ugly.
the last episode was pretty scary. at the
Yeah,
end.
it was gonna be a bumpy little road. I didn't know what we were gonna do, how we were gonna do it. Were we gonna replace you? Were we gonna have you come through and
Yeah.
do live or do like a Zoom
Zooms,
meetings,
yeah.
or with me and Jake just gonna hold it down? I
Yeah.
really
We
didn't
didn't
know.
do that
No,
at all.
400
Yeah, we didn't do
yeah.
shit.
In that month, we didn't.
400 days is a very long time.
Extremely long.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't
so,
even think about that. That
yeah,
sounds
me
weird.
either, bro.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I know
I'm
they-
sure Antonio's over here going through it too,
Oh,
huh?
yeah, he was. I mean, when I explained like, oh, you'd be able to buy a house and all that stuff, but then I did the math and I was like, I make this much at my civilian job,
Right.
and it was just like to leave. Again, just like I don't have a lot of trust in the military anymore. I feel like I've been put in really unsafe situations in the past year or so. That I'm just like, I guess I can say it like nobody I think that doesn't like me listens to this, but
Shit.
so like a couple, I think during when COVID first hit, this whole mess came up where this like sergeant was sexually harassing multiple women, and I was one of them. And I got the whole like, we're so sorry this happened to you, this is so disgusting. And units are broken up into platoons. There's first platoon and second platoon. He was like in a different part of it. He was like some other, but was still attached to us, and they moved him to my platoon. And their excuse,
Even after you made the complaint.
yeah, and I
Oh,
probably
shit.
had one of the worst experiences with him. Like nothing super awful, but like just really uncomfortable situations.
Right, just some
And
words or something.
like their kind of excuse was that they thought I could hold my own.
Oh, that's
like they
fucked
weren't as
up.
worried about me not standing up for myself. And which I get, like I feel like I didn't let a lot of stuff happen to me, and eventually like it got brought to light, and but it was just like that's not a good excuse.
No,
Right,
not
not at all. Yeah,
and then
it's
this person got demoted, and now they're up for promotion again, so they're gonna get that money back. Like he didn't lose anything.
Yeah, he
And
took
they
a step down for
not only that, they moved my 2 best friends into the other platoon. So I was like completely alone.
Oh
That's
yeah,
wild.
I would have. When was this? When did this happen? That exact.
Like right when COVID, like right.
So this was last year, last March, right? I would have been. That would have been my last.
That's
I
why,
wouldn't
and
have
I was,
resigned.
yeah, I literally
honestly.
was like, you know what, I could do another 3 years. I did 6, just for like financial stuff.
Yeah,
but then I was like,
facts.
at the end of the day, like the money's never worth it. When it comes to the military, when it comes to government jobs, it's never worth it. They take what they can out of you, and then when you're not useful to them anymore, you'll be homeless on the street.
Well, and then I'll be honest too. It's just like let's think about it here for a second. So, I mean, you can kind of give us some numbers, right? So you signed 3-year contracts, you say?
I signed a 6-year contract.
Okay, the first time
Yeah.
ever, and that was the only contract you ever signed, right? You've been in the military for 6 years now. So when you signed that 6-year contract, what was the money guaranteed in that contract? Like,
So they didn't tell me about like the salary you make, but I got like a $20,000 bonus. And it wasn't until I almost finished basic training, they were like, oh, it's because it's the most dangerous job. Like you're driving in the middle of a war zone with
motherfuckers should
IED.
drop bombs on
Yeah,
you.
like it's like second or like the third most dangerous occupation.
So that's what I was gonna jump into. Is my life worth $50,000, $60,000?
And then I look at my like at the end of the year, I still have to file those taxes. I'm
yeah.
like,
And they
was
treat you
never-
like shit. And I mean, it's like, yeah, like you said,
Contracts is not a good word. Like
Yeah.
most of the
Absolutely
time,
not.
contracts are fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
Yo.
you got to do your
and then
research.
they try and keep you in by like for 3 years. Listen to this math, okay? For 3 years, you get 15,000. Once it's taxed, you get about 7 to 10,000.
Yeah.
And for 6 years, it's 20,000. So that's a 5.
Ew.
Yeah, right.
I'm signing every 3 years if I want to. You
No,
know?
and
It's like-
actually now there's just like money issues in Nevada. They're not even offering bonuses anymore. They're just like they're
Damn.
just trying to be like, we'll promote you so you make more money.
make more money. Yeah,
But it's like, I get some people like they might depend on those extra $300-$400 a month,
Yeah.
and like the insurance is dirt cheap. Like for me and Antonio, I pay like maybe $30.
and that's forever now, though, right? Because you've already.
Oh no.
Oh, they're gonna take them from you.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
you
they
put
don't care
you
about
put
you.
you
That's
put
how
all
I
your
feel.
money into life insurance, and then once you get out, you don't get that life insurance.
Wow. What?
Yeah. So like I have like a pretty big one. I have like the highest one. It's like 500,000. So if something were to happen to me, I pay $12 a month for that. If I got out and I wanted to continue that, they charge you $105.
The premium goes
Yeah.
up. That makes sense. Wow.
Ew,
That's
bro,
crazy.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Well,
I hate life
and, like,
insurance. This is wild.
Yeah, like
I really do.
it's. I never tell people to join unless you literally have nothing going. If you're a shitbag and you don't know what the fuck you're doing,
You're a piece of shit.
and you need, like, honestly, the military did whip me into shape. Like, I feel like I'm more determined. I
Yeah.
have really good friends. Like, I have friends in these past 6 years that I would die for. I would do anything for them, more than I would people I've known for a longer time. But at the end of the day, it's like when we were out there, like the amount of people who had mental health issues,
Right.
once they started the military, it was like young kids, like haven't even experienced life, and they're already like, this sucks.
That's
Living
crazy.
sucks.
that sucks.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I think I agree with you to that extent of like everybody should have to do at least a time period of it for sure. Same thing with kind of doing like customer service jobs or
Yeah.
shit like that just to get some discipline out of it. But fuck, those repercussions is the same shit as taking some medication at that point. Like
Yeah, that's facts.
so many repercussions. You can get messed up.
Yeah, we jump back. Sorry, I forget we're recording. I wanted to take the paper off so we don't
Carlos?
so we don't do.
Oh no, we're
promoting.
gonna have to restart.
No stuff.
This way. Roll it back.
Yeah, no, I was. So I'm gonna jump back into it. Jump into this a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I feel like you guys think like people on death row should just be sent to the military.
You know
Like,
what I
if
think?
they're on death row.
I don't know. That's a tricky one. I'll make it quick.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I would trust necessarily every person on death row to be on my side in the
Okay.
No,
military.
make them be cooks.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Make
can see
them
that.
be like cooks, the fucking porta shitter cleaners.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my thing with prisoners, I think that pedophiles, we should use them. This is pretty extreme.
Oh,
but
They should
I-
be in the front line.
No,
Let them
no.
know. I
They
fuck with
should
you.
be used
I already know what you're gonna
for
say.
Experimentation
Yep.
instead of animals.
Oh wow.
Like not obviously like fucking ripping their eyes out.
Look at
or
the
Right,
camera.
right.
Look at the
But-
camera. We gotta
Yeah.
condone this right now.
Oh shit.
I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
Marisa for president.
Yeah.
Marisa for president. Well, it'll be fun.
All pedophiles
Yeah.
must be tested as lab
Report
rats.
to the lab.
I like it though. That's a fact because
I can't argue that. That's
they
a good,
shouldn't be on Earth anyway.
No, they shouldn't, and they like not only do pedophiles hurt children, they create these cycles that. I mean, worst case scenario, this child grows up to hurt someone else, or they become a
Right.
drug addict. I know
Yeah.
people that their lives have been ruined from things that happen.
Well,
to them.
that's what we were talking about too. In a couple episodes, the last time we recorded was like, but the whole serial killer thing. It's just like
yeah.
a lot of that shit. They went through a lot of that shit, and that's
some
where.
shit does stem from
They,
it.
yeah, absolutely. It's pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty
I feel
wild.
like you should also. There should be like a very deep screening if you want to have a kid.
Facts. Oh no, facts.
True.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
He said,
in a sense, because then that's where you kind of jump into the whole like, it's my body. I do what I
Yeah.
want. Shit happens. Shit like that.
yeah.
Shit, that's a new age
Yeah,
concept.
it's always the like catch-22s. There's always
Yeah,
like
It's a
facts.
double-edged sword on everything.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I wanted to kind of get into a little bit. I don't know if if you're comfortable, get into a little deeper of like your mental health through that whole month of like what happened. Were you thinking your significant other?
Yeah.
Were you thinking about us? Were you thinking
Yeah.
about your family? What you were doing when you got back?
Yeah.
What was going through your mind that month?
Definitely like missed my regular life. I was just like, I literally would just randomly be there and be like, we would be talking about something. I'd be like, I really miss my husband. I really miss
Shout out
it.
Antonio.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's great. But and I just like that there's this mobilization happening in October, and at this point it's voluntary for me, and I asked someone I really trust, I was like, do you think this is a good idea? And he's like, if you have nothing going on in your life, but if your personal life is like popping, fuck this place.
yeah.
And then I was like, that sounds like the right answer.
Yeah.
It made me definitely very grateful for where I am now. Like, I think that's all you had to do was like think about. I honestly, I would sit there and just like stare at the ceiling and not really think about it.
You want to know how I know that? Because when you posted, this is why I'm not realistic, and it was a thing in a bathroom. It was just a wall in the bathroom. It was like, I don't even know what it was. If you want to explain
Yeah,
it, but
it was. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, this girl is going through it.
Yeah,
she
no.
wants to get back already.
No, on the bathroom in one of the porta johns, it said "no" means yes, and there was just like a bunch of rapey stuff written all over these porta johns that we
Oh,
were sharing
hell
with
no.
infantrymen.
Yeah.
Like they were bad. Like, so we didn't have bathrooms, so the girls, like, we had to pee underneath the trucks. Like, if you angle it right, zero privacy. That in itself was that. I'll get into that more. That really fucked up my mental health. But she was trying to pee, and these guys were in the back of the truck, like, trying to look at her
Oh, hell no.
pissing.
Wow.
Disgusting. And like they would just stare at like me and the other girls, like we were like, Doc, I get it, you haven't seen a woman like 2 months and you're just
Right.
around shitty smelly guys, but it's like
you
they're
gotta
weird.
understand. Yeah, you gotta understand where it's like that, and that's what we kind of talk the no means yes shit. It's like,
Yeah.
of course, like you said, same thing with like prison system is like, yeah, people they haven't seen a woman in a long time or whatever, but it's like, bro, but you all should also know that you shouldn't be peeping somebody while she's taking a piss.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be you shouldn't be trying to grab somebody if they're sleeping. You shouldn't be,
Yeah.
that
Right.
shit. That part is like, what
And-
the fuck, bro?
And a lot of me and the girls had like a very deep realization that most of the men that make us uncomfortable that we've ever met have been in a uniform.
Wow.
Damn.
And like I've had sexual harassment at work, but it was never as bad and as weird and as accepted in the military. Like this guy who was sexually harassing me, he was like known to prey upon young women. Like,
right, like you said, you weren't the only one.
Yeah, like there's no way that no one higher up was like, this is weird.
Right.
I thought it was weird the moment I met him. I was like, something is off about this guy. And I would
Facts.
tell him, like, there's something not right about you. Like, I know who you really are. And mind you, he's not attractive. That's the worst part about the military.
Man.
But no, yeah, like going on the isolation or the no privacy, like just like not having a moment to myself was just like so taxing. Like my social meter, like having to talk to people 24/7, having to sleep next to people, not being able to like having to like hide to change, and like just womanly stuff. Like when I got my period while I was out there, and like it was miserable. Like where was I gonna go? There was
Yeah.
nowhere. Like I had
Crazy.
such a humiliating experience when I had to go to the bathroom and I had to set up a MRE box, which is those military ration boxes, and put like these like bags in it and sit in the back of a truck and do my business and just like
Damn.
look over the edge into the desert. And I was like, I hate this.
Why the fuck am I here?
Yes. But then it's also like something that like if I told someone, they'd be like, damn, this bitch is tough as fuck.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double-edged sword of that shit
Eating
right
dog
there.
food
Double-edged
every day.
sword. Yeah.
Eating dog food every day. I think I posted a picture, and it was like people jumping out of planes because we got to see some like airborne guys jump out. It was pretty cool. Like we were so close to them. And I posted like a picture of the dog food I was eating.
Yeah.
And then I think your sister was like, I thought that was food getting dropped to you. I was like, dude, if this was the food that they dropped to me, I would have committed homicide.
Right. That's a little funny. Well, so there was some good experiences then.
I think like once in a lifetime experiences that like people that aren't in the military can experience. Like when are you going to be able to launch a grenade launcher?
Very true.
Or shoot a 50 cal? Like those are memories that I'm like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. But then there's like, that's like 12% of the rest of my experience in that.
Right.
Gotcha. And 12%.
Damn, you know it's fucked up when a grenade launcher ain't making up for all the other
right,
shit. You
right.
know it's fucked up.
If I was able to shoot some grenades,
that should make my whole week, my guy.
Yeah. Well, it made the whole week, but what about the other 3?
Yeah.
That shit was trash.
That was awful. And it's just like, we just had so many situations where it's like the people who were supposed to be taking care of us, like could care less. Like one of my friends got hurt really bad, like permanent injury. Like he got a concussion where like he will hear permanent ringing in his ear. He has to go through surgery. He's going to lose his memory.
What happened?
Damn.
We have these like tents. They look like circus tents, like green ones. And they have these big, heavy Y poles in it. And it was during the first monsoon. And he put on his helmet because they're like, everyone put your helmets on. Like it's not safe. And then it just like bonked him and like cracked his neck this way. They took him to medical because his pupils were dilated. He threw up, and then the people at the medical tent sent him back by himself in the desert, like a mile away. Like we're like, okay, we'll walk back. And then later on, he was like, he couldn't make cohesive sentences, and so then they finally called the bird because we were in the middle of nowhere. They had to call a helicopter and fly him to the hospital. First night in the hospital, they made him sleep on the ground with a concussion.
Fuck? Was it just like a military hospital, or is it somewhere in Vegas? Where was it?
I don't. Somewhere.
How far were you from like Vegas?
Like 4 hours.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you were right in between.
Yeah.
Reno and Vegas.
And then someone else got a concussion, got hit with a pole.
Damn,
They took forever to send these people home. Some people, they made their loved ones come drive down there to pick them up.
What kind of shit?
Or they weren't gonna get home.
What the fuck? You're tripping, bro.
Yeah, like so there's like a certain cap on how many people can die at these training things.
That's good. At least there's a cap.
And we surpassed.
And what's the cap?
No, we surpassed the cap.
Wait. No shit.
Yeah, it's not anything crazy. It's like 4 people, but 4 people is too much.
Yeah. How many people showed? How many people were there? How many people were in attendance?
Thousands of people.
Oh, gotcha.
And so every rotation, NTC, anybody who's been in NTC or has been in the military has heard how awful it is there. It's in the middle of the desert. Accidents happen all the time. I remember my first rotation there. Someone, the Abrams, like the tanks, he was too close and it knocked his head. Like it swung around and knocked him over. Another one.
Shit.
That killed him.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Knocked his head off, girl.
Oh, his whole head. Girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then there's another one where these tanks, they only have one entrance and one exit, and the tank went off a cliff into a body of water, and it just like slowly filled, and like 4 people died. Imagine that.
Shit.
I literally heard that story and was terrified.
Damn, well, there's a cap there.
I thought you automatically got ejected like
no,
Call of
and the
Duty
thing
shit.
Is, things will, like that
That's
happen.
That's fucked up.
Things like that happen, and they still keep this installation open. Those 5 deaths that happened were heat related. People having seizures. And just like dying. Imagine like someone calls you and you're like, yeah, your son died because it was too hot and we made him work outside.
But I'm also confused because if this is $1 trillion dollar.
That's just it. You said it right there, man. It's that much money they can hide that shit like nothing.
Hide it, but y'all just can't get some ACs. Like you guys can't buy some ACs.
No, man, you got your bonus. You get your own AC when you get home.
How come the truck there didn't have AC in the fucking?
Not only did my truck not have AC.
You're not lying.
Not only did my truck not have AC, they like my leadership harassed me to go take it to the maintenance shop to get it fixed. They would every day for like I literally had a breakdown at one point because they made me drive it there. Okay, so when you drive a military vehicle, you don't just hop in and drive it. Someone hops in and drives it, and the other person has to walk it so you don't hit anybody.
Damn.
And the maintenance shop was like 2 miles away from where we were sitting.
So they wanted you to walk?
So I had to walk someone over there, walk them back 6 times in one day to the point where I literally was like, I screamed so loud. I was like, when they told me, I was like, fuck.
Do you have to jog? Like, is the car going fast or?
No, they're going like 5 miles per hour.
Oh,
that's wild.
But
I'd
you
be
have
mad
to
as shit.
yeah, and I remember I screamed fuck. Literally everyone turned around and looked at me. And it was like I was walking the truck and I was like hella mad with like my weapon, my whole gear on. I was like,
She gonna cry in the
Yeah.
car.
Feel
I'm
that.
not gonna hit
I
this
feel
shit,
it.
bro. But they kept making me take it to maintenance, and then maintenance would be like, yeah, we fixed it. Literally didn't even touch it. And then I would get in trouble. We'll take it again tomorrow. Take it again tomorrow.
This shit sounds
Take it
so
until they fix
awful.
it.
Motherfucker, you take it, bro. See what they tell
Yes.
you.
Yeah, if me, a specialist, I don't mean shit to them.
Right.
If you, a sergeant so and so, a
Right.
lieutenant woo woo wap,
Right.
they'd be like, all right, let me get this fixed.
Facts. Oh shit. Now they're serious.
That
Yeah.
verbiage was crazy. Do
Yeah.
that one more time. That shit was,
Lieutenant woo woo wap.
that's a tag on this song. We gotta hit that up. Then we gonna clip that. That was nice.
That's hella funny. Okay, so we start a beat right now then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your
Drop
line, quick cap.
All right, bro. Then shut up.
Stop the cap, bro.
Shut up. That's
Well,
crazy.
that's
though.
good. Yeah, we're glad you're back. We're glad everything. Honestly, I'm glad you're out. That sounds like bullshit. It sounds
Yeah,
trash.
That ass.
I wanted to tell you that since I met you, but I didn't want to sit here and be like, "Hey, bro,
No,
what
you're
you're
fine.
doing is trash." No, I didn't want.
No,
to.
once I like, so when I first joined, I was very I didn't know anything about politics. And now that I know, I'm like, I'm ready to go to Russia. I'm just kidding. I'm still in.
Goddamn.
But like, I definitely am like, when I hear people argue about politics, I'm like, I literally think we shouldn't have poor people. I think it's that easy. I think,
Simple.
and that in itself, it's like in the military. I remember I joined the military when Trump was running for president.
That's right.
I remember
yeah.
watching it on TV, like while I was eating breakfast, and be like,
I'm about to defend this guy.
no, not only that, but like sitting there and like not being able to have an opinion because I don't want to argue with these kids that
Right.
never have lived their life, and they're like, Trump is the best, fucking close the border. And now
I love that accent. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
if that
too.
shows you who I went to the went through boot camp with.
How many minorities would you say were like in your group? Like,
Oh.
yeah, like, would you say you saw a lot of minorities in those thousands of people that were at the camp itself?
Yeah, actually, like I think.
Also, when I say
think-
minority, I guess women included. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of women.
I think what it is because these recruiters go to places with minorities, low income housing, low income schools.
Hey, you're barely gonna graduate. Why don't you come join the military?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I
That's
did
fucked
see a lot of people like me, like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They didn't have anything else, and like when you're in the military, people automatically think you have your life together. Like it's
I definitely assume that.
and a lot of people like that, like the imagery, like wearing the uniform. A lot of people who join the army who are minorities, I've seen them go on to be cops. Like it triggers something in them that I think they like that power that they
Right.
weren't given when they were in high school and
Absolutely.
being like
Right.
pushed aside.
Absolutely.
So
see
I
that.
think we should ban recruiters from high schools.
Yeah, that's
Go hang out at the mall.
fact. Or go to, yeah, or like the or maybe we could do these the charter school, not the charter schools. What's those
Oh yeah, the fancy
second
city.
chance? No, the second chance schools.
Oh, yeah.
Is it ICDA? Is that still around?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
But you know,
But
things like
I
that.
was a good
Like,
kid.
it's like, you know, when,
I
cause you're right.
graduated.
Because like you said, if there's somebody that doesn't really have nothing going on, they're stealing, they're robbing, they're drinking, they're just not really having.
But you
nothing.
got to want to change too. Like a lot
Exactly.
of people, like Marisa was saying, like people that usually sign up, like they are tired of their situation,
Right.
want
And
to
so
do something with it.
and
so
that's what I was gonna
if I'm
say.
smoking and drinking, I ain't doing
And
shit.
I think especially
Facts.
being in a minority family, like you then become the crown jewel of the family.
Right.
Like I feel like my family holds me up at a way high. Like I'm the standard now in my family, which it's like
Yeah. No, and
Must
I
be
think
nice.
it's like look at me.
real quick, real quick. Daisy's here. That's something that she was saying too. Is like, I growing up, she was like, babe, you're the only person that graduated high school in your family, right? So when she graduated, she was the only person that graduated high school. Everyone looked at Daisy like, "Oh, you better go and do great things."
golden ticket,
right?
golden ticket.
You better make $1 million, and it's just like,
Damn,
bro, like,
shit.
it's just like, nah, like, we gotta you gotta live your own life, and it's just
Yeah.
like, but there is some people that do want that acceptance. That
Well, that's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool to
nothing.
be that person. in
right,
the
it is,
family,
it
too,
is.
you know?
Yeah.
Some people gotta take that responsibility because I know we all kind of need those people in our lives, in our family.
I wish I was that person in my family.
Who would you say is?
Scott, what you mean?
Yeah, I
Scott
get
is a
you.
Yeah.
diamond, bro. That
He
man
I
is.
can
is.
see that.
He's incredible.
I'm definitely
is
like
sensational.
He was actually my first option for this. just kidding.
I ain't even mad at that. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But
just saying.
definitely like regarded in like my whole family. Like
Yeah.
when my family comes over, like if I'm in the uniform, everyone wants to take pictures with me. So when I came back from training, actually, I told my mom I was gonna stay there another month. And so then I flew in and kind of surprised her, but the ladies at work were like, because I surprised her at work. The ladies like, yes, of course. Like once they saw me in my uniform, they're like, she's right here. We'll get you access to
I would
everything.
have fucked with them. Driver, give me 20. Hit that
No,
shit.
literally, when I came home, my family was pretty scared of me. Like,
No shit.
yeah, like,
Was this your first big like thing that you did for the military?
Yeah.
What would you call it? I'm not
Tour.
a
oh
mission,
no,
right?
it
Is it a
wouldn't.
tour?
I've done this twice. This is my second time.
Oh, this is your second time doing it. Okay, and it was the first time was also about a month.
Damn.
Damn.
You must have had that look in your eye when you came back this
No.
time. You was on some like.
No, but I came
Stop
prepared.
fucking with
I had
nobody.
a little fold-out chair. I had some books. Like I was prepared this time, whereas last time I was like, I didn't know
Yeah.
what to pack.
Right.
And even though you were prepared, you technically still weren't prepared.
Yeah,
right?
no,
It's like,
you can never prepare for that.
it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But I remember my dad is a total asshole, right? And he would always yell at my mom. And then when I came back from the military, I'd come down and be like, "Shut up!" And he'd be like,
Oh, be like, bet I'm gonna go to sleep.
"Yeah, right? I'm actually gonna leave for 3 weeks."
For 3 weeks. Goddamn.
Come back, maybe
Terrifying.
hopefully you're in a better
I
mood.
wish I was
Yeah.
that scary. I'd make somebody leave for a whole ass month. Like, what's up? Oh, I'm gone. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Book
My
my
bad.
flight. I'm out.
Hey, bro, you scared me. Honestly, that's why we didn't
fuck
record
you mean?
anything.
I scared you?
I'm just kidding.
Nah, bro.
Because we didn't see each other for a month. I was kind of trying to piece it together.
We FaceTimed a couple times.
Lame joke. Yeah,
that
we
was
did.
pretty
We
bad.
linked
Marisa?
up too. He sold me
Marisa?
some shoes. He did sell me some shoes.
Hey, I know. Did you
Appreciate
resell those already?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
did clean them though, and they look great. Like I pretty much brand new.
welcome.
he
Yeah,
gave me
appreciate you, bro.
dirty shoes.
He did. He gave me some dirty shoes.
Nah.
But he gave them to me for a deal. He gave them to me for a good deal.
I didn't even know what to sell them for. I was like, "You're the expert," and so
Yeah.
he's like, so he went like this. He said, "All righty then, bet me over and fuck me real quick."
Yeah.
Bro, don't act like I didn't at least help you pay your Wi-Fi bill, bro. Come on now.
I don't pay for Wi-Fi, but
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
see what you're getting at.
Wait, your apartment complex pays.
Yeah, they cover it. Why the fuck are we talking?
Oh, we
about
gotta
this?
go move over there. What the hell's
What's
going on over
going
here?
on?
That's like $100 a month
Man,
nowadays, bro.
fuck that apartment complex. I hate my neighbors, bro. They're all crackheads. I hate that shit.
For
That's
real?
why I-
Bro, it seems like
Bro.
a nice area.
That's why I
No.
don't want to rent. I just want to buy a house and just be done with it.
Yeah, I'm sick of
Neighbors and
crackheads.
shit.
Well, the only thing that says like I don't mind them during the day because you're in the day like you understand they're crackheads. You're walking
These
around.
motherfuckers at night.
Right at nighttime is when
Like
you're like, what
roaches.
the fuck, man? 3 in the morning, and you just hear somebody jump out of
Screaming.
bed and start showering, and you're like, what the? You were dirty.
Damn, your walls are hella thin. You can hear all that?
No, they're loud, bro. Crackheads
they're
are
just
loud.
loud, yeah.
Crackheads are loud and they travel fast.
How you know they're crackheads?
Like the speed of
Are
sound.
You
You
seen
know?
it, or you just like
They look like me, but more tired.
eyes a little blacker, just a little,
A little darker around the
darker.
eyes. Hey, they might work 12 hours. I don't know, but
They could. Yeah, you're right. But that's still some crackhead shit, low
Yeah,
key.
deadass,
12 hour shits, 4 days straight, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping, bro.
See, I ain't in the military, but I seen some shit. I seen some
Them
shit.
warehouse
out
jobs ain't no
here.
joke.
Ain't no
Yeah.
joke out here. You know what I mean?
That's hella funny. But yeah, no, I'm glad you're back. And so I was gonna ask you too, when you go off for like these things for the military, does your job cover like your job that you have, your regular job? Because I know you were saying earlier how you kind of get paid around the same.
Active duty, isn't it? What it's called? Active duty. So you get like
You get paid
leave.
still?
So no.
They don't pay you.
So when I'm not at work, I do not get paid. I
Oh
don't
no,
shit.
I'm staying here. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
there's
Yeah.
some jobs that do offer that, but it's like vacation time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's like military. I think it's more like
It's not your vacation.
I think it's more jobs that like have a lot of service members, like maybe like a
Yeah.
cop
like
station
a
or
bank
something.
job. Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
but like for me, it's like no, I just gotta go back to work and make that
Gotcha.
money.
You should just definitely stay in that list.
Dude, no, and especially now, like I guess I never knew. I guess I've picked the perfect time when I'm about to get out to know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life.
Yeah, no, that's sick too.
Like especially being with the people that I'm around, I've met a lot of networking
Mhm.
people, like people that do everything in the military. Outside of the military, people have really interesting lives, and I'm like, why are you here, shitting in a bag next to me, girl? Like you need to go
Damn.
do something else with your life.
Fucking shit, that's crazy. No, that's facts though. You be thinking about it, it's like people will be at the highest standard, and then you meet them, and you're just like, you're just a normal person, low key.
Yeah.
Like,
I would serve though. I think I would try it out.
I think
I don't know if I
honestly
could.
it was the best experience of my life in the sense that I'm glad I did it and I wouldn't take it back. I wish I could do more time, but it's just like it doesn't benefit me anymore.
yeah.
Again, like with now knowing what I want to do and the multiple ventures I want to go into, it's like it's just gonna take away from it. Like to think that like I'm really excited about this. Like I guess you guys are too, and just like other things. I hope you guys are.
About what? About what? I'm sorry.
About
Love
the
the
podcast?
podcast.
Oh
man.
yeah, absolutely.
We
That's
both
why
were
I'm saying I'm
quiet.
very glad.
Hella straight.
Yeah, I'm very. That's what I'm saying. I'm very glad you decided not to
But then I
re-enlist.
think
Right.
about that, like
'Cause
if
I'm
I had
selfish.
left for a year, I can only imagine what would have happened.
Yeah,
Like-
what you would miss.
Yeah,
low-key,
what I would miss, and then like, what if it? I mean, worst case scenario, what if you guys just find someone else and it's like it just doesn't work out in the end because my schedule is so over the place. Like with the military, it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
Like I can see sometimes my employers get frustrated because I'm like, yeah, I know that I only said it was 1 day, but last night they told me it's gonna be 3 days now,
Yeah.
and now they told me it's gonna be a month and a half. So, and like to think that I was gonna come back to my job, work there for a month, and be like, I'm leaving in October.
for a whole year and a half. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
I know, and
Yes.
it's actually not secured that we'll be gone for 400 days. We could be gone. They could be gone for 3 months and then come back. And then what? You don't have a job?
Yeah.
Fuck
Like, you
that.
can't get fired because of military stuff, but they can start
Yeah. winging
racking
you
up-
out.
yeah.
writing you up, and especially in Nevada, right? Because it's the
it's right to work state,
Yeah,
yeah.
right to work
Yeah.
state, so they could just fire you for being ugly
Yeah.
if you wanted. If they wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm good. Is that why you don't work a 9 to 5, Carlos? No, I'm playing.
I can't fire myself.
Ah,
but you
see?
feel me,
I'm
bro?
playing.
Look in the mirror. I'm like, hey, you're a handsome fella. We're
That's
gonna
right,
keep you
that's
around.
right, that's
Yeah,
right.
right. But when,
Pray for me. I'm fucked up, man.
but
Nah,
when,
you'll be fine at Costco,
but when
bro.
that person told me, like, if you have stuff going on in your personal life that are way more popping than what's going on in here, like, yes, go with that. And I was like,
Absolutely.
even though nothing is really in fruition right now, like I've never felt such drive in my life, and it's probably because I don't want to do the military.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to do it ever again.
I feel you, but also too, it's just like when you start to work, you know, and I think you're gonna start, because this is, like you said, it's kind of like the start for you. Well, all personal experience, I'll tell you, is like once that starts to come in, like where you're making income just literally based off what you're doing, it's like, oh god, like fuck everything, like fuck everything else. Like I know you said earlier, like you would die for some of your I can do that. I couldn't do that.
You wouldn't die for me?
If somebody came in and shot
Why
the
the
room,
fuck am I
I'm trying
here,
to
man?
escape. I'm trying to escape.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
worried about
that.
everybody,
I ain't gonna lie,
but
I'll
I'm
trip
trying to
you.
get the fuck out of here, bro.
I would
Like-
trip you. I get it.
Okay,
I would
no,
trip the shit
I
out of you.
wouldn't push you out of the way. I wouldn't trip you in the way. I wouldn't.
I know I'm faster than you, but I'm just saying if you happen to catch up, I'm not taking that L. I'm sorry.
close the
I
elevator.
love you. I
Hey,
the
Jake,
whole
on
way
the
down.
elevator, bro.
I love you, Carlos.
Sorry, bro. No, but I think for me, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. You kind of get to a point where it's like you were saying, it's like energy draining sometimes just talking to people, especially if it's people you don't care to talk to. And I'm starting to get a little more selfish, I guess. It's just like you gotta value you more, I think. And like you were like that's why I'm jumping into your mental health a lot, is because like, was it worth it, bro? Like, was it worth all that? Like, you know, I get it, sure, fun shooting rocket launching and shit like that. But I was in a plane. I just got back from Vegas last weekend. I flew out to Vegas, and that was the worst plane ride I ever had. Mind you, it wasn't that bad. Like, but the turbulence, bro, was just horrible. I was sitting here like, oh no, bro, there's no way.
He's a squealer.
Holding onto the rails and shit. No, I wasn't doing none of that. But you look at the windows, bro, and there's like clouds. You couldn't see no clouds, and then the plane's just, and I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
oh no. I was like, why did I get on this plane? Why did I come out here just for some damn shoes, bro? Like, was it worth it? But it's just like, I guess you don't really think about those things when you're in the zone. So I'm sure, like, you being at camp when people were dying, you know, I'm sure you weren't sitting here like, am I next or anything like that. I'm sure that wasn't the case, but you think about it from the outside looking in, like, damn, you said how many people died? Oh no, I'm
Shit.
good.
Yeah.
At training? Oh no, I'm good.
Dude, that's the
Tripping.
worst. No, we had like 5 deaths that I knew of, not that I didn't know like those people, but one of the girls in our unit had kidney failure. Like,
Jesus.
Holy shit.
and like I think there was I think they said 4,000 heat casualties, like in the sense that they like had a heat stroke or something like that.
Yeah.
And like they missed out on most of the training. So it's like, what was it worth in the end of the day, like to just have
Right.
like 14 people out of the whatever you brought
Well,
to do all the work?
With some
Yeah.
probably some permanent damage, you know, moving forward for the rest
Yeah.
of their lives.
fucked up. It is a beautiful
Not
thing
worth
though,
it.
once you realize, like, you know, you go through a phase in your life and you realize like you don't have to go through that anymore.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
a
I think-
revelation.
Yeah,
That's
I think
like,
it's like
Yeah.
I did my time,
yeah,
and you know what? I took what I could from it,
yeah,
and I'm ready to put that chapter away
right.
and burn it.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
ready to
let
put
that book
chapter
get
away
dusty.
and burn it.
Yeah. No,
I am gonna keep 2 uniforms in case of the boogaloo.
In case of the what?
the boogaloo. You've never heard of that?
Nah,
it's
what's
like
that?
it's like what the old boys were saying was gonna happen. It's like Civil War. or
Oh,
something
the
like that.
Civil War.
I
Yeah.
thought that was
I'm
like a
packing up-
fancy way of
I'm
saying
packing up
book.
Antonio in the car, and we're going to a military base.
Oh, nice. You think they would
Sheesh.
still accept you even though you weren't in the?
Yeah, Antonio with his little like spouse card he gets in on base.
Nice. That's fine.
You get like a different card when you get out.
Gotcha. But you're still technically a part of the
Yeah, like
family,
I
even though
still
you don't get insurance. or
yeah,
nothing
like
that.
I could go on the base and buy stuff tax free, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I guess. Where's the base at here?
We have one instead, one in Carson, and then one in Fallon, and that
Gotcha.
one has like a PX in it, dude. When I tell you the PX is slapping,
What's a PX?
it's like a military Walmart. Dude,
Oh,
they
wow.
have the coolest shit in there. Like if you like camping and like stuff like that, like survival stuff, that store goes.
Fire. They got
Yeah.
guns and knives and shit too and all that. or no?
They don't have guns, but they have like knives, and they have like just like crazy shit you didn't think you would need if the world were to end.
Right.
Like I feel like now I'm more prepared than anybody ever is. Like I always carry firewood in my car. I have military rations in my car. I have blankets, stuff, clothes. I have
Damn.
I got
everything.
empty boxes.
Well, you should start some classes
Ready to
because I'm
move.
sure we're all kind of like,
Yeah.
hey, either you throw us in there with Antonio or you kind of teach us how to do this.
How
shit.
big's your suitcase?
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, right.
Also, I'm just like always worried that I'll get stuck on the side of the road on
Yeah.
the way to like California in the
Yeah.
desert, and it's like I can't sleep in the car.
Yeah.
I have a tent in the car right now,
Facts.
like a one single
Damn.
pop up tent.
little knife for the coyotes that
Yeah.
come through if they
Machete.
if any oh shit walking around like Jason and shit.
I would love to think I could take down a coyote, but I'm losing
I
that
think
battle.
well
Yeah, you would love to think
The
so, but
coyote-
I don't
and
know.
they ride
bro.
around in packs.
The
They ride around in
coyote-
packs.
The coyotes that like are on the way to Vegas and like in Death Valley, they're super skinny. Like
That's
you could
what I was
probably
gonna
punch
say.
one in the face.
Yeah,
and
knock
fucking
them
die.
out.
I'll be
Maybe
the type to
though.
miss.
The
Beast.
donkeys
Huh.
though, you know when we were out there, the donkeys they just kind of stand there and stare, and I'm like, those are robots.
What a jackass.
Bro, no,
Those
yeah.
are not donkeys.
There was a
Donkeys.
we were going to when we were going to Vegas. What was it? Is it Hawthorne? No, it's not Hawthorne.
Tonopah.
Tonopah.
Yeah.
Tonopah has donkeys, and I was across the street getting gas, and there was like a rest stop across the street, and some car was parked there, and the donkey goes up to the like inside their car window. I don't know if they were calling him over because I couldn't really see, but the donkey goes inside the car window, like, "What's up?" And I was just like, "Oh shit!" Like these donkeys don't have.
Get away, jackass.
Yeah, they're like
Right.
used to people. Like our biggest thing is like desert tortoises. Like any army installation you go
Wow.
to, they're like watch out for the desert tortoises. Like if one were to come out and like where we were sleeping, they like cancel everything.
Why?
Because they're I think they're like a endangered species.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And they,
I thought
like-
they were just dangerous. I was like, "What the hell do these tortoises
No.
do, bro?"
No, and the whole
Don't stick your big toe out. That might get you.
and that whole time we were like, I want to see a desert tortoise. Like not just like to ruin the training, but just to like see one. And I like towards the end we're like, they're fake. There's
didn't
no
see
way
any, huh?
these desert tortoises aren't real.
Mm-hmm.
They're there. They're or maybe they're up in the mountains watching us.
Oh,
I
you
don't-
never ended up seeing it.
No,
Oh,
I
okay, I thought
saw
you
like
said-
6 tarantulas though.
Oosh.
There's actually this dude, and there's like these infantry tents that they're single person tents, but they're off the ground, and it was like after a monsoon, and he woke up, and some guy recorded him, and he had a tarantula just chilling right next to his thigh, bro. Oh
And,
my
and
god!
these are like poisonous, right? Because they're like
I'm not
desert.
sure. I would not get close to one, but
Me either.
I mean, they can
honestly,
still-
anything that can live in the desert, you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
can live
That's
in
what I was gonna
119
say.
weather,
Yeah.
they're
That's true.
killers.
That's
Yeah,
true.
oh,
That's a crazy
absolutely.
motherfucker right there.
Absolutely.
That's the equivalent of eating a hot pocket
Like
right
to
out the
live-
microwave.
to-
Like you
yeah.
a crazy
To
motherfucker.
could
live
never.
in extreme weathers, you have to be a badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go test it now. I'm gonna go out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a desert tortoise. Actually, my friend said she did find one in Florida, and she thought you can keep them as pets, and she took it home.
Ah.
And her man was like, "Go put that back where you found it, because
Found
it's like a $20,000 fine." She's like, "Put."
Holy
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Damn, I
That's
need
crazy.
one now.
Yeah.
I
I
want
was
that
like, I'm
bad
gonna make it.
motherfucker.
I was
You
like,
looked at me all crazy.
I said I was gonna make and like a year of jail time, and I was like, I'm gonna make a fucking helmet out of one. It's gonna be the most expensive Kevlar ever.
Yeah, no, that's
That's
crazy.
wild.
They Daisy's doing at Paradise Park right here in Sparks. She does. They have like a community garden thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you buy a spot for like $10, and then you can grow for the whole season. And we were
Grow
in there.
what?
Just whatever you want.
Oh.
Veggies, fruits and veggies. No, not whatever you want.
You
right?
made it
Exactly.
sound like whatever. I'm going.
No. Paradise Park, bro. Growing weed is still illegal.
Whoa, who said
outside
weed? I
of-
was gonna do like tomatoes.
You're lying,
Oh
bro.
my god.
All right. We'll keep
I'm
moving.
gonna do the Simpsons, the tobacco tomatoes. Remember that?
No, I don't actually.
You guys don't remember that episode?
Nah.
They were growing like tomatoes with tobacco in it and shit.
Were they trying to hide the
It
tobacco?
was like an addictive tomato. Like
Ah,
they
gotcha,
eat it.
gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
That's
Anyways.
hella funny.
Old
Talking
school.
about addictions, I did smoke a whole carton of Newports, like the big ones, in 2 weeks.
Whoa, the whole
Sheesh.
carton. How many packs did that come in?
I think 8.
Look,
That's like $10 a pack, and it was $80.
So you were doing like 7. No, I'm sorry, 8. So you were smoking 4 packs a week.
damn.
Jesus Christ.
Look at that straight face. That's yep.
I heard
fucking did that.
you showed us some
Oh,
nicotine
yeah.
toothpicks.
nicotine
I know, I
patch.
had to get
Hopefully
my
you settle
nicotine.
this. Hopefully this calms down after you kind of.
No, I literally like these nicotine toothpicks. They slump. I think if you're trying to quit smoking, these are really good.
They help. Do you do
Yeah.
the patches? You don't. You,
Imagine
you
she's
don't.
like, oh,
plan on
yeah,
stopping,
all
right?
the patches.
I heard if you're on birth control, those can give you blood clots.
Ah, gotcha.
Damn. That's
So I'd
tough.
rather just like die of cancer in my
Makes
throat
sense.
or something. I'd
Wow.
rather die of mouth cancer.
Hopefully you stop soon or something.
They get one. I actually think I'm gonna start rolling like my own cigarettes
I think that is the best way if you're smoking.
because I don't think
cigarettes,
I'll
for
ever
sure.
quit.
Honestly,
It looks too. I
Damn.
look too cool.
Hi.
well, now you're not in the military. Maybe you can turn that into joints. Oh, what's up? You know?
Yeah.
I do. We saw this lady. It's again a double-edged sword, but at her wedding, she had like a cannabis bar, and it's like little joints, and they had like edibles and like the.
Babe, I think that sounds
the
like our
drink.
wedding idea.
I'll send
That
you
sounds
guys
amazing.
a picture because it'd be perfect for people who don't want to drink. Like,
Yeah.
but then it's also a double-edged sword in the sense there's people who are in jail for like ever because of a little bit of weed.
Yeah, that's
and now
trash.
the
But some guy-
the LA demographic, if you guys know who that is, the LA socialites make that a dinner party.
Yeah, it's a super normal thing. Actually, when I was living in Vegas, one of my she was like a manager. I worked at a restaurant, Maggiano's. I don't know if you guys ever heard it. Italian restaurant, and it's pretty big.
Sounds pretty Italian.
Yeah, fancy. Shits on Olive Garden by the way. If you guys fuck with Italian
man,
food,
it's
bro.
McDonald's basically.
Yeah, facts. So we had I had a pretty much a boss who she was like high up in there, and she was just like, hey, like she kind of knew I smoked weed.
I love how
Oh,
you
you
imitate
can
I'm
people.
tell.
guessing just my laugh. I don't know. Like she's just like, hey, she's like, you smoke? I was like, no, I'm not gonna tell you I smoke.
Yeah.
She's like, it's okay, it's cool. I smoke. I was like,
Damn.
All
Let
right,
me,
yeah.
I would have been like, let me see a picture.
I was like, hold on, cause she's a
Oh,
super
yeah?
sweet lady.
Uh-huh.
She's
Here
a
you go.
she's a super sweet lady. Like she's like, you know, she's an older lady, chubbier lady, just kind of like a at home mom. Kind of look like. Obviously, she's not at home mom. She grinds, but she looks like that sweet, you know, just like an innocent looking lady. No, she's sitting here like, no, she was like, I do this class where it's like we do painting instead of drinking wine. We smoke a joint. It's like puff paint. It's called. So
That's actually genius.
very dope. So it's like you get to smoke weed and paint at the same time. So she was like, yeah, like you know, you and Ileana, a couple of coworkers that we had there, like, yeah, you guys should, you know, I want to get all you guys together and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I was never able to go, but that idea sounded super fire.
I
hella
was
dope.
telling Antonio about this because my business venture kind of involves not weed necessarily, but I was like, it would match it perfectly. But I was like, having an indoor smoking lounge. You see those in Vegas, but in Reno, it's so hard.
Yeah, and if
Because
I'm
it would
being
have been
honest,
done by now.
right? No, absolutely. But I also think that maybe that puff paint thing might be like an illegal thing, because I don't think that you can like have a bar where you can smoke weed publicly and everything's okay. Like I think technically that would still be illegal.
But the thing, you think about it, people drink and drive.
Facts.
So what's to
facts.
say like?
Smoking and driving? No,
Yeah,
facts.
they're both awful.
Facts. No, absolutely. But I don't think. I think federally, I don't think businesses are allowed to like.
It's illegal, so
Yeah,
it's
it's,
bad.
Hey,
it's
this
probably
is a
taxed
weed.
like crazy too.
Yeah,
if you try to
so
have a
stupid.
business
but
for
my thing
that.
is like,
'Cause
y'all
they're-
used to smoke cigarettes up in school buses.
Facts, bro. In the library.
wish
My
we-
bus driver never did that.
I wish we did that.
Well-
I wish I lived in the 50s to smoke in public places.
God, that'd be amazing.
Bro, do you know how horrible it would be for you? You'd probably want to go back to. We'd probably want to
But
go back
didn't
to
you
our
hear?
homelands.
It'd be fucking cool, man.
I
Can you
guess
imagine
it-
every kid on the
Everyone
school
forgets.
bus
It's
just
funny
fucking
because
living it?
I've always used to think about that. Like kids, oh, I wish I was in the 80s, or I wish I was in the 70s. But you know, hippies used to get fucking brutalized, bro. People were racist.
Hey,
If you think people are
why-
racist today,
hey,
people were racist
Why are you
30
bringing
years
up the
ago.
negative shit? Why don't you just go with the cool
Let's
hippie
go
times?
with the
you know?
hip-
Yeah,
No,
Okay,
bro, you
but
gotta let's be realistic
let's keep
here.
positive.
Do you
man.
really want to live in those times? I'm
Yes.
glad
No,
we're
no,
at today.
no,
I'm good,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
good.
want.
I don't wanna
Especially
wear a
as a
bra.
minority. You cannot wear a bra.
Maybe like, I feel like women were built different back then. You know, I have a body for this timeline
Like,
in
yeah.
life.
Wait, how were they
And
built back
I'll
then?
tell you this.
They were slender and slim.
You think so?
Yeah, my mom was.
I
And we're
thought
the
Marilyn
same height.
wasn't Marilyn
If-
Monroe like a thicker.
She was thick, bro, but even that, she wasn't thick.
Thick.
Like
She was
but-
like thicker.
I mean, how thick we
I'll
talking?
be-
We
I'll
talking about
thicker-
thicker than a
she
bowl of
was-
oatmeal?
She was thicker than this. The standard was this.
I can't
She was
tell
like
from a
this.
picture.
and they were like,
though.
"Oh my god, OMG."
a plus size.
Holy shit.
But again, being a bigger girl, I can't walk around with a bra on unless I want to give myself 2 black eyes. If I gotta jog a little bit, like.
I was like, what are you talking about? They're gonna beat you up, but
I was like, who's gonna beat you up? Yeah.
I was
like, we're talking about being,
I was like,
being in the desert. One of my biggest things that fucked with my mental health is I lost all my muscle. So I was like, damn, girl, I must have left my ass out in the desert. She not there no more. I gotta hit them
I'm
squats.
sure hella sweating and shit, losing a lot of just.
Look how skinny my arms are.
I don't remember your arms before.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Were you buff?
I had a little bit of muscle, but my legs were a lot bigger. Like, they had definition. And I'm like, damn, where did that ass go? I was posting on Instagram, bro.
Stupid.
Don't worry. I'm going back to the gym tomorrow, maybe sometime this week.
Sometime I can start working out. I got you. Getting back to your preparation. When did
Yeah.
you get back?
Yeah. I got back in Reno on the 1st of August, but I didn't get released until the 3rd.
Gotcha.
Because we had to clean the trucks, the military vehicles that
And
drive
it
through
took 2
mud.
days. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Where did they trap you guys up at?
Stead.
Gotcha. That's right. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say something to what you were saying about. Oh yeah, because I also noticed that you were just like we were talking about how the double-edged sword about like when you're in the military you feel like you have to prove something to people. But I was gonna refer back to that with you with not wearing a bra. I was like, but who gives a fuck what everybody has to say? Sorry, babe, but Daisy doesn't wear a bra, and it's just like we just.
Carlos,
I don't feel like
shut up.
I don't feel like anyone's gonna say anything to me, but like I'm packing a lot of heat up here. Okay, so they don't sit up here.
Yeah.
They don't sit up here. They sit up there.
My lady don't wear a bra. I love when she don't.
Yeah, I don't really.
I bet Antonio does too.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Like,
He said, huh?
Not me.
I don't mind. I mean, it's not my puppies. You let your own dogs
You're right.
out.
You're right. It's
I
on
do
you.
it at
Who
home.
let the
but like
dogs out?
I'm public.
I was just saying because for you to want to live in the 70s just so you don't have to wear a bra. It's like, bro, you could do that today.
Yeah, I feel like you
'Cause I
definitely
would've
could
been
do.
smaller.
Avoid all the racism, you know.
I don't know.
We
though.
wouldn't have all the BPA, and I would have been smaller.
I feel like
Maybe-
that's a crazy shit to say though. Like,
But
no,
that's
because
true.
if I was in the 50s, I wouldn't look like this.
I don't think so. I think that
You probably wouldn't, but why? What's to say
the
that your
growth
body now
hormones-
is bad?
No, my body now is great.
But,
I just
sheesh.
lost little nalgas, pero.
Well, no, necessarily. Just in women in general is like who cares about not who cares, but like what makes us say how we know back then wasn't unhealthy? You know what I'm saying? And I think it was right. Like,
I feel like it just depended on where you were at.
Yeah, we have so many
Gotcha.
growth
That makes
hormones.
sense.
Like
Starbucks.
no, little girls get periods at like 10.
I'm telling you, it's the
Nowadays, holy
Starbucks.
shit.
That
yeah,
shit got
and it used to be
protein
like
in
when
it
you
and
were a
shit.
teenager.
They got
this
something.
man said little girls are getting periods because of Starbucks.
Bro, the food is it's the food, but I'm just saying
No,
like that's the
especially
consistency.
School food,
Gotcha.
the school food, there's that they have no nutritional value.
Shit's
Yeah,
horrible
fuck no,
food,
that
bro.
cardboard ass shit. I got
Shit's
some off the trunk. That's what I was talking about. That's
Bro,
what
I
I
used to
got.
beg for Godfather's pizza, bro.
Yeah.
Pizza day.
I didn't
Please,
because they would
where's
do those
pizza?
little
And
ass slices.
You gotta
And
buy an
then-
extra one for $2.
Yeah, play this.
The military rations we have, the MREs, it's just like chicken that's been sitting in a bag for like 3 years,
That's sick,
right?
bro.
You said
And-
3 years.
Yeah,
goddamn.
no, I'm not kidding. They're meant to last for like 10 years.
Wow.
And so-
Chicken?
Yes,
yeah.
a whole chicken breast.
Why
or
did
like
you read?
chicken
Yeah, I would never read
chunks,
this.
No.
pizza with the cheese already on it. Just disgusting things, and it's like hella preservatives in it, right? And you can see it, like you can taste it. They all taste the same. They taste like preservatives. And I remember thinking, like, this could go either one of two ways. My insides are completely rotting. I will one day shit out every intestine I've ever had, or
Shit.
two,
Damn, that's graphic.
Pictured it too. Why did I
Yeah.
picture it?
That's graphic as shit. I almost knocked the
Or-
light out. No more.
my organs are preserved, and I'll have the organs of a 25-year-old when I'm like 80.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't think
probably
that's the
not.
route. Yeah, I don't
Probably
think-
not. You got a black lung. You got.
I probably do.
Oh yeah,
it hurts
shit's-
to breathe.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding.
Or you might be coding it low key. It might be like sprinkling salt over the top.
Yeah.
by smoking.
It might be a little hard to breathe right now because of these fires, though. It's
Yeah.
been pretty.
Yeah,
it's
it's
I've
pretty
been smoking a
disgusting.
lot too.
Facts. Smoking, inhaling the smoke. You
No,
guys see,
Then
bro?
go
Me and
inside, put your
Antonio
mask on.
drive with the windows down, and I'll be smoking. Windows down, just not giving a fuck.
You smoke too or no? Yeah, you smoke too.
He
I was gonna
s-
say, how
yeah.
does it feel?
No,
that
and
you-
he'll like smoke a cigarette every once in a while. He's like, I think it's the same thing. It's like it looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, I think that's why we smoke joy. Not that it looks cool. I just enjoy it more. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a slower process. Like, I hate like bong rips or dat. Like, I don't hate it. I'll take it.
I literally can't wait to get out and buy bongs. Like,
See-
I literally just want to have a collection of bongs.
Wow, that's fire.
I probably
would
wouldn't
want
even.
one.
I probably wouldn't even smoke on them. I just want to
Just
have
have
them to
them?
be like, and put them next to like my military,
little-
my
the-
discharge paperwork.
Little
I'm gonna frame that
Rick
shit.
and Morty
That's
bong.
hilarious.
No, have you guys been to the new smoke shop? It's like, what's that street? It's by the Atlantis.
Yeah, Kitski, Sunny's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, that place is
Sunnies.
amazing.
It's always the Sunnies.
We
Sunny's is
we
kinda
went
nice.
there. We went there to get a vape, dude. I was like, "What is this fancy ass fucking place? What
Yeah.
the?"
Bro, they be having bongs for like. There's bongs down that you don't have to like light anything. They like you charge this thing and it like coils up
Yeah.
and it like light it
What
for
the
you.
fuck?
We got into babe. What's that thing called that Wiz was smoking on? The a gravity bong. Is it a gravity bong? Right? It's like a
Uh-huh.
fancier
Oh, yeah,
gravity
yeah.
bong where you like flip it upside down. Yeah, so there's like a thing
Oh, I
of
have seen
water.
this, and it looks like a test tube, right?
Yep, and you flip it, and then the flame would just kind of the weed would just kind of suck in the flame
Yeah,
and it lights
yeah.
it,
Oh,
and then you
that's
let
so
that shit
cool.
out and it just like blows in your face.
That's
But it's like
Get
supposed to
you.
be like the smoothest way and like the
Yeah,
obviously
like the
s-
most like you get like most of the flavor and stuff
Yep,
like that.
yep.
It's, that's how
And it's
they-
not so hard on the lungs.
There's like a coffee method that's similar to that.
yeah.
But I think also Antonio probably just smokes my vape and my cigarettes because he smokes weed. So he's like, oh, like I want to smoke something too.
Facts.
That shit is
facts.
addicting.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. This past like maybe week and a half, we normally only smoke joints, but this past week and a half, I've been
He's
buying.
like, I've been eating them.
I've been buying Dutches. Like I've been smoking the blunts and shit, bro. So blunts don't get me lightheaded, but Dutches, bro. Hey, Dutches, bro. I'll be sitting there after a Dutch, like, God damn, I'm light. I feel like I'm more lightheaded than high. I was like,
Have you seen those ones? I think it's mostly in like in the South that they have like actual tobacco leaves that they like.
Oh,
yeah,
dry 'em.
Frontos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of.
Those are so cool.
Is that low key similar to the backwood or not? The backwood's more processed and shit.
Yeah.
Just a leaf, right?
That is
yeah.
so cool.
One of my buddies, Irvin, shout out Irvin. His cousins from Boston, and she used to bring like Fronto leaves from Boston because they
That's
didn't
so
have them out here. They started selling them out here recently now,
I
but
saw that.
back then, a few years ago, she brought a leaf, bro. It was like maybe like
Yeah.
literally a full grown leaf, bro. You just peel it off and just roll on it and roll that shit up
That
and
shit's
smell
so
it, bro.
cool.
But I have I guess if you don't know, I have diabetes, but for a diabetic, like tobacco is horrible for diabetics.
Uh-huh. Oh, I
don't
bet.
know. I don't know if nobody knows that, but yeah, that shit's like will spike your shit. So I think that's why I get so fucked up now off Dutches and like backwoods and shit. I don't mind you. I don't smoke.
Damn,
most
we're
time,
all
but-
talking like, let's go to the hookah bar afterwards.
Facts, facts, you're
I
saying
know.
that.
Why would we do that?
Well, cause I would cut and I'll blow a little bit, but it's just to go kick it. I don't know.
Yeah,
The guy
fair.
seems cool downstairs. Shout out
I
Hukava.
love hookah.
Yeah. I the guy that I locked my keys in my van downstairs one night, and he actually stood there for an hour. The owner Hukava was there for an hour helping me try to unlock my shit. So
That's
yeah,
so
pretty cool guy.
nice.
He thought you were there doing something else. That's why he said, I gotta keep an eye on this
Ah,
motherfucker.
right. He said, "Hey, bro, you need some help? Let me see what's going on over here.
Yeah.
You sure the keys are in here, bro?"
Yeah, it probably
Is this
started
your
with
van?
suspicion. It
Yeah,
probably
maybe a little bit. Nah, who would be sitting there downtown? I'm sitting on top of my van, like looking through cause the side windows are so tinted, bro. I have to look through like the driver window.
Yeah.
So I'm like on top of the van like this, trying to get that shit in there, and everyone's just like, people walking by, like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like, it's my shit, bro. Come on
the
now.
fuck does it look like?
Right,
That's a generic question.
Yeah, I just
keep drinking.
I just want to
Get outta
steal.
here.
I just want to steal this white van.
all right,
This
motherfucker.
piece of gold.
You should have been like, I locked a couple kids in here and then I can't find the keys. Just to fuck with them. Be like, oh shit, we gotta get them out. Like then you get some extra help. You
That's
know what I
hella
mean? That's how
funny.
you do it.
Right? Well, yeah, okay. So just like you wanted, I know you said you want to close this chapter of your life. So if we end up talking about it again in the future, great. But we'll cut it out now. We're glad you're gonna be back. We're
Yeah.
glad you're not re-enlisting. Honestly, thank you for everything you
Yeah.
did.
While you were
Everything
doing it.
held it down. You know what I'm saying? And
Thanks for shitting in that bag. out
yes,
there.
ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
brought some of those bags if you guys want.
Tell your
Jesus
friends.
Christ.
I'm good.
They're good for camping
Oh,
because
okay.
Oh,
they're
okay.
biodegradable.
Why did I think?
Uh,
Why did I think you grabbed like the bags with your poop? You still had your bag.
Like,
with
is it
feces
like
in
doing a
No,
dog?
That's
no,
what I-
let me tell you something. Okay, so they're like these silver bags, and they have
Uh-huh.
like litter in them, like the sand at the bottom to like.
To grip.
Yeah, and
You
you
gotta
like
grip the poop.
You
You
like no, you poop in it. You sit.
Oh, I thought you like
It's like a
pooped
cat.
on the floor and you did like the dog.
No,
No?
like we made a box and we cut a hole in it and we put the bag in it and
I
folded
would've-
it. Sat
I
on
think
it,
I
I
would
would
rather
make it
just sit on
feel
the
like
floor.
home.
right?
Yeah, I
And
would.
so then you like tie it up, and then there's these blue bins that you have to walk it to. So you have to walk past people.
with
your shit bag.
Wait, can they see it's like a clear bag?
No.
I'll be
Okay.
But they
twirling
know
that shit.
that
Yeah,
you
they
only
know.
use this
Oh,
bag for one
God.
thing. But they're good for
Anthony.
camping because you could bury
I
them
gotta stop doing
and
that.
they're biodegradable.
Oh, that's very cool. I didn't know that.
They
That's
had
cool.
like P ones too for girls. Like in the truck, they don't pull over a lot, so you could just like squat on it, and it's like this like crazy Capri Sun looking bag that you pee in.
It's
Also
that
has-
small?
It's a Capri Sun looking
Like a
bag.
Capri Sun?
Yeah.
Bro, that's like...
I should,
Look at that.
much
I
you
should more than
peeing?
that. I should
Oh,
more-
shitting.
No, shitting. They're they're big.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
The
I
P
was
ones
like...
are
Thank the
small.
Bro, I
Lord.
gotta say... Wait.
I gotta make it fit a nab.
Yeah, what? Hell no.
I gotta get a couple of these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, I could never.
But we realized in the military you sleep in a bag, you shit in a bag, you eat out of a bag.
And you might
sh-
leave in the body bag.
Exactly, that's what I said. But we had like showers too, like little camp showers that people brought, so we were showering out of a bag too.
Yeah, it's those. There, we were gonna do van life and we didn't. We we just went to people's houses, but we were gonna use that. Like we had a whole little shower thing where you fill it up with water and it heats up pretty quick because from the sun,
Mhm.
so you can have some nice warm water.
Mm.
But yeah,
No, those come in clutch. I feel like
fuck
people
yeah.
should just carry those. You should just have them.
10 gallons enough. 5 gallons.
Yeah,
I
we
think
brought
it was like
5
5 gallon
gallons,
bags
yeah.
or 10.
Yeah, 5 gallons, and we got like 3 people showered at a time.
Wow, that's
So-
pretty good actually.
Yeah,
'Cause we were
because like
always questioning it.
because you just do hot spots. You either washing your hair, you're washing your body. If you're washing your body, you're washing the 3 most important parts:
Yeah.
pits. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Genitals,
what's the
booty-
worst?
Booty hole.
the worst is like for guys, they still have to shave out there. No
What? Shave
running,
what?
shave their faces.
Oh, okay.
No
Oh.
running water, like no mirrors, and you just have to shave.
That's a badass part. Those pictures, guys with the knives just shaving their shit.
No, they brought
Facts.
razors.
Uh,
I was like, no, they brought razors.
Come on,
Everything
bro.
I've ever thought I saw on TV is
Macho,
a lie.
yeah, bro.
No, probably back in
Fuck.
the day. Like I've watched Full Metal Jacket before with someone, and they were like, and I was like, yeah, they did that to us. They're like, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
They did that to. They're like, they still do that, and I was like, yeah,
That's
Yeah,
wild.
that's crazy, bro. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
locks and socks.
Hell no. Well, yeah, so that's good shit. So what are you doing until February then? You're just kind of
So I'll still be doing like the 1 week in a month, but when they mobilize, they say that we might not have to drill because there's no money in the state. That's like a pretty hefty effort, and they won't have money to pay us. So I'll probably just like live the last 6 months. really easy.
$1 trillion company, but they got no money. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So I guess like every state has a military budget,
Gotcha.
and sometimes the state so when the Capitol got stormed and they sent all those troops, it was like millions of dollars. Like the National Guard gave the state millions of dollars, and they were still like $20 million short.
Wow.
Like the state asked for a donation from their National Guard.
What in the
And that's why
world?
those, I'm going to call them kids because a lot of them are really young. Those kids were sleeping in the parking garage. And then they brought them pizza. That's what the military does. They put you in like really shitty situations. They're like,
Little Caesars. Here's some
Yeah.
Little Caesars pizzas.
right?
They probably cut it like in school too.
Yeah,
Just like-
right?
Facts.
Here's the little.
Don't get greedy.
It's like, I don't want that. I want a cigarette and a fucking Red Bull, okay?
Jesus.
That's all I need.
Damn,
Let
that's
How about you
crazy.
make weed legal for people in the
Facts.
service so they can
No.
stop popping pills?
Facts. Like we were talking about that before, though. They got to make their money. The reps, the
Yeah.
farm reps, they got to make
That's
their
why
money.
they tell you not to smoke and all that stuff, but that's that you'll always find cartons of cigarettes and dip at any army installation.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
that's crazy. I don't know. Well, yeah, we're glad. We appreciate everything you went
Yeah.
through.
The other thing, let me
yeah,
just talk about this
let it know.
briefly, is the military's standard on body fat. BMI, we all know it's very racist. It was built on like stupid, like your body fat percentage. But like I'm 5'5", 5'6", and I have to be 150 pounds. That's just not feasible for me, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
170 and I look good, and they'll say I look good and that I can perform my task, but because I'm not like to the standard of what the military said like thousands of years ago, and like if you don't pass weight, you have to get taped. So like if you can't pass, I can't pass tape. Like I have a 20-inch waist and 49-inch hips. Like I'm never gonna pass it. So I had to lose 150 pounds. Or I had to be 150.
I was gonna say, damn, look at 300
No,
pounds.
I had to be 150, and like every month they expected me to lose like 10 pounds. Like it was just
Damn.
like really unhealthy standards, because I'm brown. I'm shaped a certain way. I'm just
Right,
I'm
right.
just heavier, and I'm not unhealthy. When I was working out, I was 175,
Yeah.
And that if you don't pass that, they take your benefits away. You can't go to school. Like you'll still get your VA home loan, but you can't go to school. You can't give your partner your school. Like you can't volunteer for certain things. Like you lose it on extra money.
What the
That's
fuck?
wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's like guys who are like super buff in the military and they don't pass weight.
Damn, that's
That's
crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause we were talking about it, but yeah, people in the back then were a lot smaller. I sell vintage, right? So I'll have like a vintage Nike shirt from like the 80s, bro, and it's an XL, bro. That shit look like a fucking small, bro. Like it's
that's
crazy
true.
how the well they've said it, the obesity here in this country has been since what was it 70s?
And
80s
this man was just
McDonald's
saying that
Yeah.
how would I be smaller in the 70s?
Right.
People were just
There
built different, girl.
There wasn't no
Back
McDonald's.
in the
I guess.
days, the girls were like a size 2 in shoes.
Fact.
Them shits was like this.
You said a size
Grown.
2.
Grown
They was
women.
rocking on nubs. Ain't no way to size 2.
Hey.
You're lying. Yeah, come on now.
Like peg legs.
They used to have giants. Giants used to exist
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean,
facts.
in Nevada.
in Nevada.
in Nevada.
Giants,
I was gonna
my
say
guy.
also too the budget, the Nevada's budget, since they can't afford to give to you guys, they probably all are Area 51, right? The aliens.
I don't
and
even
shit.
think there's anything there anymore.
What do you mean?
No, I went past there. There's a alien bar.
Yeah, see,
Oh, you talking about the alien gas
They got
station
a
and
bar.
shit? There's
Yeah.
a brothel there too. It's
And
an
they have-
alien
You know what I'm
brothel.
saying?
Yeah.
There's too
and there's like
much-
a plane crash in front of it or something like that.
Yeah, did you see that? Or
Yeah.
were you? No, you weren't there, right? Around that, were you there around that time? No, you were already
No.
back, right? Yeah. Wait. No. Oh no, you're talking about something that hell old. No, there was recently a plane crash over there on the highway going
That's awful. I
from
did not
Vegas to
know
Reno.
that.
Yeah, recently. Also, did you guys hear about the Truckee one? That one was crazy. Oh, you missed a lot, bro. Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
So we were in the middle of the Dixie fire. Last week when it was super smoky and then
Still
it cleared
going
up.
on.
I know it's still going on. This shit's horrible. I've never seen ashes raining. That shit was wild.
Yeah,
I
Antonio.
know.
Antonio was literally like, "Is that ash? Is this?" He was like, "Is this ash?" I was like, "Yeah."
It's
It's
like,
snowy.
holy
Yeah,
shit.
he's like, "I've never seen
Are
ash."
we in a
rain."
war right now? What's
I
going
hate
on
it too
here?
because I gotta wear all black for work and shit. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
you
begin to
leave out
work
there with
and-
the little white dusties.
Yeah, I be coming out gray and shit. It's
That's
fucked up.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anyways.
so the Dixie fire was happening, bro, and then there was a plane crash in Truckee, a private jet, not a jet, a little private plane. Crash, dude, it was like yards away from smashing right into an apartment complex, but nobody survived the plane crash. Whoever was in there
my
died.
God,
Yeah.
that's
But they
awful.
almost hit a whole apartment complex as well, so it could have wiped out like everybody right there. That shit was crazy.
Damn.
So we had that, and then we had that fire going, and then it disappeared for like a 3-4 days, maybe
Yeah,
2 days.
something happened
It,
with it,
it was
yeah.
like gone, and then it's back.
It
again.
wasn't contained though. I don't understand it. How could the smoke just kind
Yeah.
of disappear for a day when it's not contained? I don't
Right.
understand
I
that.
heard that there's this thing called cloud seeding.
Ah,
I think.
yeah, that makes it rain. and
Yeah,
shit.
they
yeah.
can they can make clouds rain.
It came out from like Japan or something, wasn't it? Yeah, I
which
heard
is
about that
amazing,
shit.
right?
So
But-
everything's fake.
So like
But-
cloudy with a chance of meatball shit.
Bro,
what's up.
I
I'm not
literally
waiting
was
for me.
out there, and obviously, like, there's a lot of different people in the military. I heard some crazy. I can't even think of any right now.
Yeah, we
that
gotta
was just
talk
so
about
in-
them.
I
Write them
didn't-
down because that'd be great.
Yeah. Actually, but talking about like that plane crash, one realization I had recently was like every day is like a choose your own adventure, right?
Mhm.
And at the end of every day, we're just constantly avoiding dying.
No, absolutely. You know, thinking about
What?
it, realistic, like, even going into this, for example, Eden's in here right now. Shout out Eden. But
That man is 17. I don't believe that shit. He lying. Keep going. I don't
So-
believe. I need to see some fucking identification.
So my guy, we were doing a photo shoot today, and I've came across some very nice Louis Vuitton bags. Very, very nice.
Are you
So-
promoing right now?
Yeah. Shout out Wavcheck, man.
This-
We've been bossing up. I got hella sneakers now. Yeah. Wavcheck the store, not Wavcheck the radio. But shout both out.
True.
Anyway, so we were down by Reno High School, and we were gonna go shoot a little bit, and we're walking, and I got a Louis duffel. He's got a Louis side bag, and then the photographer's wearing has another Louis bag that he's carrying as well. So we're all carrying Louis
Looking like
bags.
trappers.
So we're walking. And I was like, all right, let's just walk around all this area, and then I start to think, bro, what happens if somebody just wants to drive by and says,
You're a walking lick.
I like those.
"Thank you"? So I'm not thinking about that. Luckily, we did think about it, but sometimes you don't think about that. Like, oh shit, like we got over $1,000 worth of shit in our hands right now. Somebody can literally walk up to us. boom, 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 take all our shit.
Yeah, you gotta
And
have
it's just
awareness on that.
Yeah.
Especially with like resale.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
I literally was looking at me and Antonio's closet now that we've consolidated all of our clothing.
Mhm.
I mean, we still have more stuff to move, but I was like, there's like thousands of dollars worth
Yeah.
of clothing in my house.
Where do you live again?
I was like,
She's about to answer.
She's like,
I
oh,
live
I
right
got
over
you.
here. Here's my address.
Took me a second. But
Where do you live though? Where are
Hey,
you
hey,
guys
hey,
live
hey,
We-
well, we
we
town.
live-
What part of town?
we
What part
live
of town?
over by Longley.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh, me
nice.
too, actually.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually know exactly where you live. You live right over there by the.
Hey, shut up.
But
Shut
I
up.
was- and just like that, and on top of just like, I like to collect action. Well, we both do like vintage action figures, like a lot of art and all that stuff. I'm like, we literally like someone could walk into our house and just become a not a billionaire, but a thousandaire.
No, big facts though. Like I saw one of the Louis Duffels actually was selling it to some guy in my apartment complex. He's cool. He knows, he's been following us and shit. But I pulled the bag out and I had all the other Louis bags in that duffel bag. So I was like, oh, let me pull out the other bags so I can give you this bag. And as I'm doing all that, it's like cars just driving by, like, and I'm just like not even thinking twice. Like, as soon as nighttime hits, somebody's gonna bust through that
But
car.
if you
and-
think about it, it's because we live in that life. It
Facts.
don't even matter.
Facts.
To
I
us.
can care less. Yeah, that is very
Shit.
true. Like I
Turn
know,
around and
it's-
pull out
it-
$5 from my wallet. I don't know what you
literally
talking
think
about.
of it as like I'm very privileged.
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
privileged to own what I have, and I guess like that's why you become so like, because you're around it all the time. Like I'm
Yeah.
around people who have fucking Supreme shirts and like exclusive sneakers, so it's like you forget about there's people out here who are ready to rob people like you.
Oh, absolutely,
True.
bro.
Unless
And-
you're street smart.
Facts. Well, you see, that's the thing for me is that I always try to walk when I go link up with people if I'm buying some shit, especially like
That's so
on
scary.
social media. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like actually, just recently, and shout out to bro because he actually listens to the podcast. So I'm shouting you out right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But he so he has an Instagram page, and I didn't even tell him this. So he's about to know right now. But his Instagram page, this guy sends me a pair of cream Yeezys, a pair of CDG Converse, and a pair of Jordan 1 Lows, right? He goes, yo, bro, like I want $280 for these. And I'm like, okay, that's I think I gave him like $260. But I was like, that's a great deal. Like, this is a great deal, right? So I'm sitting here like, why is this so good? And then I look at his profile picture. He doesn't have a picture on his profile. It's a great photo. And then I was like, oh, he's like, oh, yeah, bro, I get off work at 8 p.m. And then I live by the hug area. So I'm like, oh god, this sounds like I'm about to get robbed right now, bro. So then I go. So this is my thing is I'll hit him back with, oh shit, cool, bro. Like literally like that. Like my whole tone changes because when I'm talking to people on Wavcheck, hi, what's up, how you doing? Yeah, I can meet you anywhere you want with smiley faces and shit. But I switch shit.
Hella excited.
Oh, that's right down the street from my house, bro. Hell yeah, what's up? We can link up whenever. I was like, I'm actually busy at 8. You want to link up at 11?
It still sounds so friendly.
Right.
It still sounds so friendly.
But I was just trying to like, well, you can't through typing, so you gotta. It's the emotions.
I would be excited reading that. I'd be like, oh, he's a good guy.
Hell yeah. No, so then I was like, shit. So I just hit him with that, like, yo, yeah, we could link up later. He's like, oh no, I gotta link up at this time. Okay, cool. So then but just that, like, you gotta kind of walk with the how you walk. I feel like it's how you walk.
Yeah.
When you look scary, they're gonna fuck with you. Like,
Yes,
right? You walk around, looking over your shoulder and shit. They're gonna
Like,
fuck
get
with you,
him.
bro. Yeah, it's like that's natural. I feel
It's
like.
also good to always have that in the back of your mind. I live a very paranoid life. You can ask Antonio, a car's been following me too long, bitch. You turn it. There's people out here that don't fuck with me, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm definitely most wanted somewhere. But like I literally live so paranoid. One time Antonio was gonna go let his friend borrow some money. It was pretty late at night. I literally thought it was like pretty early on into me and Antonio's relationship. I literally thought him and this guy were gonna mug me. I literally thought my own husband before he was my husband. And I told him later on, like, I was like, it just seems so sketch because it was Overbite Trainer. I was like, it just seems so sketch. I thought this was going to be
That's hella funny,
Damn.
bro. No, but I feel it. Like, we're always on survival mode, and I think that's what we do. But
Yeah.
at the same time, we'll be setting ourselves up, like, well, again, with the vintage clothes, we had a conversation about this. Like, people don't really see vintage clothes as nothing valuable, so that's a good thing. But if I could walk around with Louis bags inside, like, okay, now you look like somebody I want to hit a lick
Yeah.
on. It's just like, fuck. Luckily, I'm pretty tapped in with the city. I appreciate all you guys, love all you guys. But bigger cities like Vegas, LA, like, I'm usually on Facebook Market here in Reno all the time. But I don't do that in Vegas and Reno. One time, I fucking was on Facebook Market and I saw some shoes, right? It was some shoes. I was like, oh, fire! I'm about to see. It's on the catch. Said my son, they didn't fit my son anymore. Da 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 da. So then I look at the picture. I always do that. I always look at people's profile pictures before I even hit them up to ask them if they have anything for sale. and it was a picture of a family, a nice looking family, nice little middle-aged family, right? The wife was the main photo, and it was her son and the dad in the background. Then I swiped to the right, you guys, and I shit you not, bro, it's a dude sitting there with $10,000 probably, flexing
spread?
money, got lean in his hands, has a gun on his hip right here, and he has a blunt in his hand all at the same time. And I'm sitting here like, oh, what the fuck? This dude is trying to rob people, because the first picture's a family, and then you swipe, and it's his real pictures.
Yeah.
So his people, whoever he's got on
Fuck,
Facebook's
bro.
probably like, yo, bro, why'd you got that profile picture for? It's like, that's for the licks, bro. No, yeah, that shit, you can't trust people, bro. It's crazy. It's sketchy out there. That's why I go where I get all my shit from. I have to pay up, yes, but I know everything I get is real. Everything I get, I'm never gonna get scammed, and I'll never get robbed going and grab these things. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's
right.
why I travel to Vegas for sneakers, bro. It's like, you know, people are shiesty out here, everywhere. Don't get me
It's
wrong,
true.
that's everywhere.
I
But
think there's definitely a lot of sketchy people in Reno.
yeah,
I've ran into quite a plethora of sketchy people when I was hanging out with a certain somebody that some people know in this room.
yeah.
Really sketchy people.
That
That I'm
shit's-
just like, these people exist out here?
Facts.
These cockroaches?
No, facts, dude. My one of my family members got locked up. He just got out recently, but when he was staying, he came out here. Literally, he was only here a year before he got caught up. But he was kicking it with some people that I was like, bro, why are you bringing these people to the house, bro?
Yeah,
Like, what
to your
in the
home.
fuck,
Dude,
right?
yeah, my brothers had friends that they would bring over the house and then they would rob us.
Fuck that
Wow.
shit,
Yeah.
bro. Ah, you got
And
me fucked
yeah,
up.
How do
dude.
you bring that up to somebody? Like,
I think,
so
no,
your
I
pals?
think even from rumors
Yeah.
that I've heard that there were one of our family members robbed us.
Damn.
Yeah, because like I mean my mom's pretty well off for being an immigrant. She works like 3 jobs. Like, so we had definitely more stuff than some of our family members. And I heard they don't watch this, so it doesn't matter. But
Right.
yeah, they like my brothers would invite them over, all this stuff, because they were about the same
Like
age.
cousins and shit. Yeah.
It's wild.
Damn, that
Yeah, dude.
sucks.
No, shiesty ass people. And then a lot of like the gang activity out here, a bunch of fucking weirdos.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like the moment they get in front of the judge, it's like, sir, it was him.
Yeah.
With their face all tentative that says like, I did it. And they're like, it was him, I swear to God.
Says I did it.
think that's what.
I can't go to jail.
Like, yeah, I think that's what the difference is nowadays. It's like don't get me wrong, there's somebody who will clap you in an instant. Little kid, it'll be a little kid too, bro. Like,
Oh, I
it's
was like, me.
well, some cold-blooded shit, right? But like you said, as soon as they get caught, it's like, oh shit, like I did not expect any of this. Like, I know a kid. Yeah, I'll say I know a kid.
Whoa,
I have a
whoa.
homie. I'm not gonna say no names, but I have a homie whose little brother was a badass little kid, going around
I know
on
what
some
you're
gang
talking
shit, doing a whole bunch of shit, doing this, doing that. My friend and him were fighting at the house one day, right? They were just fighting, like, you little motherfucker, you know, just some regular brother shit, right?
Yeah.
This little kid, the hard one that be banging and doing all this and doing all that, calls the cops on his brother.
What?
I would have done the
Called
same
the
thing.
cops on his brother and tell him that he was hitting him, bro. Come on, what
You
the
know?
fuck?
Oh
Hey,
my.
sometimes
Yeah.
it's just a
Where he at?
flex.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if
It's
he's
all
here
a
anymore,
front.
but yeah, it's all a front. But that's the thing, is just like, it's all a front, but they're really about the shit
Yeah.
that, you know, they be doing these things, bro, and
Yeah.
it's crazy to me.
But like you said it, I think it is a lot how you carry yourself. Like
Right.
I feel like the way I carry myself, I've never gone. I wish someone would fight me. I literally every time I walk out the door, I'm like, please. I practice my moves.
Right.
I literally was practicing
damn.
while we were there. I don't know if you guys ever seen me do it, but me and my friends have this thing where you punch something as close as you can get, but we do it to people. So we'll be like this, like.
Random people, you walk up to strangers, or you guys do it to each other?
No, we do it to strangers.
Oh my
Nice.
god, I'm punching back.
Yeah, but
But she don't hit you. It's like
no,
close.
but they don't notice.
But if
People are
I'm-
really oblivious.
gotcha.
Like I could bonk someone on the head. I literally think I'm waiting for the day, because I've been practicing these moves. The day I can just like swing back and bonk someone on the top of the head. Imagine getting beat up, getting knocked out because someone bonked you on the top of the head.
That actually
This is so
sensitive,
crazy.
very
Yeah.
sensitive spot. But hold on, if you're chilling at the bar and I walk up next to you, just hello, you don't know me, and I go, you're not gonna, what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to that bar anymore.
Okay, gotcha. That's
Perfect.
I don't fuck with that bar anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is this dude getting so close to me?
But
Buy me a drink first.
but
Like,
I
what the
totally
fuck?
miss my. But it's like definitely like the way I carry myself. I've never been caught slipping,
I hear you.
and I'm waiting for the day.
Hey,
just
hey, knock
expose
on
yourself.
wood. Don't be
And-
saying
yeah.
Now everybody that
waiting
walks by
on the
you,
day.
they're
Relax.
No, but I think it is for a reason. Again, because I'm in the military and I feel like I carry, like when I come in a room, like I definitely command attention, and I walk around like this.
What a mean mug. Just the way you carry yourself. Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, how's your day? You okay?
Facts.
I think it's called like scary dog privilege.
No, yeah, that's I think Drake said it in a song like recently I listened to. He said something about he got his chain snatched once. Ever since then, he changed the way he approached it. There's no point in talking tough, he said. Hasn't happened yet. So I guess they know what it's about. They know what he's about now. You know, it's like you can't really. I think the way, like you said, the way you carry yourself, if you kind of. But that's only if people know you too. Like if you go to Sacramento, doesn't nobody know you're in the military. They don't give a fuck. You're just a female who has a
you gotta be careful. I feel like
yeah, you do because people are crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like again, like I have scary dog privilege because I'm bigger than most women. Not in a bad way, but I'm tall and I'm like built and I could fuck someone up.
Yeah. I don't think they know that because you got the green nails on. But
dude, I already broke one
test
off.
them.
I already broke one off.
Oh shit! What happened? You good, Antonio?
I was trying to open a bottle of vitamins.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to be careful though. It's like it's cool. Like don't get me wrong. Like you got to protect your neck and But
right.
I don't think you should ever walk into a room necessarily like pressing or like putting out the
you never want to,
because it's exactly like you just said. There's little homies that just like that are about the shit, but they're not really about it. But they'll do it just for that little respect. You know what I mean?
Facts,
and like,
absolutely.
And so now over what, like because you wanted to look hard in the room,
exactly. Somebody
could take you out. It just ain't worth it a lot of times. That's why I stay in Costco.
And that's why I'm the friendly guy, bro. That's why I'm the friendly guy.
I can punk them.
I kind of
actually no, I can't. Sometimes they're real too. Like, God, you thugging your whole life.
Back to me, bro.
The worst is when like old people are like, "Let me ask you a question, simple question,
a quick question,"
and they make you sound so dumb. They're like, "Why is it that it's this expensive?" And I'm like, I literally don't make the prices. I couldn't tell you.
I've had a revelation recently that did the camera go off? Oh no!
Camera went off.
Well, that sucks because we still recording.
Yeah, 2 more questions, really quick.
Okay.
I wanted to run by. I know.
Okay, go ahead.
We're gonna knock it out. Okay, perfect. Little technical difficulties there, but
why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. You mentioned Shiesty earlier, and I want to talk about music. Do you guys know who Pooh Shiesty is?
Yes.
Hard.
I've heard the name. I don't.
I've been listening to.
I'm really shiesty.
Yes, sir. So I've been listening to. I was gonna ask you guys. Were you listening to like music and watching movies out there and stuff, TV shows, anything like that? Not really.
I was watching what I had downloaded off of Hulu, and it was the first, second, and third season of Tokyo Ghoul, and that is all I watched.
Gotcha. Anime.
And I brought one Tokyo Ghoul book with me, and I read it like 60 times.
Jesus Christ. Damn, that's crazy. What about you? You been listening to music, TV shows? Movies?
Yeah, you guys watch Dave? Has anybody ever watched Dave?
Yes.
I love that fucking show.
That was the season finale, right?
I don't know if it was.
It looked like it. It kind of seemed like it was a season finale for sure. 1 minute?
What grinds your gear?
Oh, Jesus. All right. I guess not being prepared grinds my goddamn gears. We had to cut this episode short today. No, I'm just kidding. I actually don't have anything right now. Actually, yeah. Bro,
hurry up, man.
Stop hitting me up, bro. Stop hitting me up if you're not serious about buying stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah. That shit's very annoying. You waste my time, and it frustrates me, and that makes me not even want to respond to you ever.
Yes.
If you want something, let me know. If you don't want it, you can ask questions, of course, but don't be sitting here like, yo, bro, I want it. Let's meet up this day, and then you don't ever want to meet up.
Yeah.
It grinds my gears.
Don't be rubbing his testes.
Exactly.
You know what grinds my gears?
What's that?
When people grind your gears. Go, Marisa.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The Army grinds my gears.
Nice.
And that's why they're out of here.
Close.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Peace out. We'll see you guys later, man. This is the first episode back. That was actually very smooth. Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Close it up, man.
All right,
Thanks,
we'll close it out.
everybody.
See ya. Bye.